Stephen, it always gives me, chills up the spine when you see the smoke dancers come out. It's a truly traditional sport that we're involved in. It's a pleasure to be a part of lacrosse, and it's a pleasure to be a part of this community. Looking at the starting goalies tonight in net for the Adnacs.
Christian Del Bianco.
It is Del Bianco still in net tonight.
The other end, of course, as usual, Doug Jamieson, an .869 save percentage. His number's even better. It's kind of ridiculous with the amount of offensive talent. Captain Brendan Bombery down on his offside, gives it up eventually to Austin Scott. They're down to 12 to shoot. That one, Del Bianco looks behind him. It's underneath him. 8 seconds. There's a cut. McIntyre with a shot. Doug Jamieson right there. Trying to go 5-hole. Chris Driscoll and I were talking about this earlier in the series that Adnacs are shooting a lot 5-hole, and Jamieson doesn't give up much there. Jamieson's actually heading to the bench with his glove off. He's got an extra ball that was in his gear, and now he's got to race back to the net, and there's a shot. What a save! Jamieson, I'm not sure why he didn't just tell the rest he had a ball from faster time.
Wow, that could have been a big changer. Back the other way.
My goodness.
What could have been a disastrous goal against Six Nations turns into the first goal of the game for the Arrows.
And Leo Duros, the assistant captain, immediately goes down and pats Doug Jamieson on the head and has a good laugh. And here we're going to see what happens as Austin Scott just slides down the lane and lets it rip. Johnson taking his time. They're certainly pleased to have Josh Johnson back. There's Bombery on the crease. Perfect. Two-man game by Ray and Bombery. And this is the biggest crowd we've had yet, and they are fired up about this 2-0 lead.
Well, and this is what the Arrows were looking for tonight, to play on the momentum from Game 5.
21-71,
come in here, score the first couple of goals, really take any wind out of the sails that the Adnacs might have thought they had. Here we have another look. And again, just a good head-up play, pick and roll, finds Bombery in front just over the left shoulder of, good call by the officials to let these guys play.
Yeah, I'd say let them play, but I think it was definitely intentional. Here comes McIntyre driving, scores! Great goal by McIntyre. And that is exactly what they need to do, is get one back.
Stephen, I think McIntyre just used his size, his height advantage, was able to do that leaning tower, jumping through the crease, and able to slide it past the glove side of Jamieson.
Bombery spending a lot of time on his offside tonight. Now he's going to run back over to his own wing. Durston takes it. Pick from Miracle. Shot. Oh, Christian Del Bianco wants that one back. He was just moving the wrong way and knew he was beat as soon as it got there.
I actually think he got a piece of it, Stephen. Yeah. A little stutter step by Durston up top, and I think it just caught Del Bianco off guard. He stuttered. I think Del Bianco thought he was going to stop, and Durston ended up firing it.
88-21.
We're going to get another look here.
Here comes Pace. Steps around wide open. Oh, another save by Jamieson. Comes back to him. Now it's going to be Symes shooting. That goes off an arrow up into the roof. It's Adnacs ball. They trail 3-1 here.
Those were those second chances, Stephen, that the Adnacs need to convert on. They're getting a golden opportunity on the rebound. There, I know it hit a stick in front, but that's what's going to claw them back into this.
Schaefer shot right into the stick of Cluck. He's trying to get it ahead to Adam Bombery. Nice job by Schaefer to take him away, but Cluck will have an open lane to the net. Shoots a little late, kind of ran himself out of shooting angle, especially Kellen LeClaire. Austin Stotts, a spin, double team, gets the pass to Johnson, scores! That's a great vision by Austin Stotts to get that ball to Johnson as he cuts screen.
Yeah, and that was just a great feed down the middle. Again, Del Bianco doesn't have much of a chance. One of those rare breakdowns by the Adnacs defense. One of those rare breakdowns by the Adnacs defense to give the Arrows the open lane down the middle. So we get another look here. Snaps to Johnson.
Here's the game one stats. Take a look at those, let them sink in. Cole Schaefer, the player of the game for Coquitlam, 3 goals, 2 assists. Tyson Bombery was the player of the game for Six Nations for that one. There's game 2, the overtime game. Very exciting matchup. We're going to look at game 3 next. I think you see the way this is going. And Brendan Bomberry with the 5-point game in that one really made a big difference. Then game 4, that was a tight one. That was a terrific game of lacrosse. Very exciting, even though it was a low-scoring game. And we're going to go to game 5 now to wrap things up. And you can see that one was not close. Adam Bomberry stepping up from his defensive role to get 4 points. Or Taylor again, I mean. Jake Taylor this time with the ball. A few of the defenders move the rep. There's a nice cut. Oh, what a save by Jamieson. Tyler Pace just shaking his head after Matt Symes not able to bury it.
And that's what they need to do, Stephen. We talked about the penetration. There it was. They should have capitalized. You're not going to get a better look than that.
Arrows with the ball once again. Johnson from the outside. That one hits an Adnac and goes right to Ryan Lee. They're just getting the bounces. Bomber into the middle of the belly pad.
And the Adnacs, we've said it all game and all series, they really got to start to get inside with time winding down in this series.
John DeScott's over to Johnson. Another save by Del Bianco. Goes to Magnuson, the outlet man. Here's the cutter. That's a nice look, and Symes just misses the net. There's a pass by Ryan Lee that goes nowhere as Bomberry was kind of spinning, but it is picked up. Stocks with the shot. Again, Del Bianco with the save, looking up the floor. He's got it. He's ripping it up there to Schaefer.
Wow.
There's Chetner cutting. Oh, a save by Jamieson. That's what the Adnacs have to do, and then just finish it. Pace with a pass to Chetner, bounces away. Gets there first, though. Nice job by Stewart to tie up Longboat. He's going to get a reward with a shot, but he's stopped. Boy, Stewart looking pretty comfortable in the offensive zone for a guy who's played D.
I could see that top left corner that I thought he was going to get, and
oh, what a goal by Fournier. Talk about a D guy who's comfortable in the offensive end. Fournier can play attack if you want. He can lay up the offensive zone. That's just a lovely shot with a man checking, and this sweet get by Del Bianco.
And that's backbreaking, Stephen, for the Adnacs. Great opportunities happening up there, and it looks like they're waking up,
15.
and then to have it come back down, scored on by the defensive player for the Arrows. Again, feeling a bit more of that wind coming out of the Adnac sails.
There's that quick step to get position on Bowery. And they're waving him ahead. The goal going to the net. Almost struck that one through. And they're not going to be happy about that. Oren Horn going after him. There's a pass to Bomberry. Outside shot from Scott. And that is a perfect snipe by the young sniper, Austin Scott.
That's one of the very few outside goals that Del Bianco's allowed in the last few games, and that was just a perfect shot by Stats from up top.
83-4-21.
Over the shoulder, and make no mistake about it, Six Nations is in charge now, up 6-1 with 6:37 to go as we get another look at that goal here. Just a beautiful shot from the outside. Just sheer
pass, quick release. That's a great save on Schaefer by Jamieson. The big man showing some side to side, some nice lateral movement. Fresh 30 for the Adnacs. Taylor down to Chetner. He's going to shoot right into the belly pad. There's a pickup by Taylor, and what a save by Jamieson. The Arrows get the ball, but that was a great save.
Jamieson, here we have another look at that save.
Picked up by Bowery. Gets it across, gets away from Stotts. Messenger right out on him, runs him into the boards. And the Arrows coaches are all up in arms. It was loud.
It was out. Here we get another look here.
There's Ray. Austin Stotts heads over, Messenger right on him. It's in the side.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been from the back, from the Arrows bench point of view, but definitely from this side of the floor. It was on the side. He had the ball. There was nothing wrong with that hit.
It was close. I mean, I think the one hand was touching the edge of the 8. Look at his right hand on the 8.
But it's almost like he spun him around, though, so he didn't go in to the boards in a violent.
John over to Johnson. Penalty coming to the Adnacs. Jamieson making the long run over to the Arrows bench. I think he was hoping they wouldn't notice. That is a long way for a big goalie to go. 11 seconds, 10 on the shot clock. 6 attackers out there. Bomberry the 6th. Goes to Johnson. Lets it rip. What a save by Del Bianco. Josh Johnson shovels it back. Miracle. His shot stopped by Del Bianco, but again it rolls straight out to the Arrows, who are now 18 minutes away from hoisting the Minto Cup for the second straight year. If they do so tonight, close this series out, we will be down on the floor with some post-game interviews and the ceremonies presenting some awards and the Minto Cup itself. There's Miracle behind that. What a save by Del Bianco.
Wow.
Messenger gets this one. Schaefer's up top. 3 lefties. Chetner gives it back to Schaefer. Kluche pushes off. Had nice position, but just momentarily open. And then Fournier gets right back on him. That pass gets away. Chetner trying to get to Schaefer. They've got 10 to shoot as Schaefer picks it up. Chetner's got some space and scores! Jean-Luc Chetner, reminiscent of his winning goal a couple of games ago, which was a bouncer. This one he goes high and picks the corner perfectly.
A rare mistake or a rare, outside goal by the Adnacs, getting past Jamieson there.
Pace holds on to it. We'll just let the power play, the penalty expire. And here comes their 5th man, Stewart, getting into the play. Driving to the net, the shot, the goal! The Adnacs have some life on a great cut. Cole Schaefer had 3 goals very similar to that, where he just drove to the net in game 1. Johnson. Miracle. Durston rolls out from the corner. Gets it over to Miracle. Rogers up on him. Lee spins off a check, shoots, scores. That's a magic. That's just so tough. You work so hard, get a couple of goals, and then there's one that Del Bianco may want back. I'm not sure how well he saw it because there was a bit of traffic, but just a nice little shot by Ryan Lee.
4-8-71.
Austin Sauce with the pass across to Durston, doesn't get through. McDonald trying to pick his man up. 4 to shoot. Lee gets another one. Oh, that's a tough goal to give up.
And looking back at those goals, I think those are a bit of the youth coming out in Del Bianco, not expecting a shot from the outside, not expecting the shots when they came, and both of them just squeakers, getting by him, maybe when he wasn't set.
4-8-83.
Wanting to have both goals back there. All of a sudden, those 2 goals that his offensive guys get are answered by the Arrows' attack.
Ball knocked loose. See if they can convert here. As Magnuson is ripping down the floor. Rogers with him. What a goal by Magnuson. Somehow slipped that by the far arm of Doug Jamieson. That's a gorgeous play.
You know what? That was just again, I'm not going to go without a fight type mentality there. He's running up the side and able to get it past the left-hand glove side of Jamieson there.
19.
Bring the score to 8-4 in favor of the Arrows with 8:20 left to go in the 3rd period.
Messenger will try to get another face-off. It's Tyson Bombery back out for it. There's a pass to Durston. He's cutting to the net. Scores! Great shot by Durston.
Wow, a little spinorama there. Takes it down. Making his case for the MVP of the series as well. Definitely up there in scoring.
2:36 to play. It's now 9-4. And there's just a really nice pass by Greg Longboat. And there's Durston, as you said, spinning off the check of Rittinger. Hard fake. Gets Del Bianco going to his right. Now the fans start to exult in full. Brendan Bomberry urging them on. That's it. The clock runs out. The Arrows rush Doug Jamieson.
Congratulations, Six Nations Arrows, on a well-deserved championship series and a Minto Cup championship back-to-back.
Boy, that's hard to do. It is not easy to win the Minto back-to-back. Think about the players that graduated from this team. 5 of their top 7 scorers last year, including Johnny Powless, Quinn Powless, Wenster Green, and others from the defensive end. They were just, they have replaced those guys. Next man up, they just keep rolling. I mean, so much leadership on this team. And Leo Suros and Brendan Bomberry and, Austin Stotts, the young gun, stepping up and just making himself a big star in this league. He should actually have been a rookie in this league this year.
Stephen, I think, back-to-back in any sport at any level is next to impossible. The 2 they won tonight, 9-4. To hold the opposition to 6 goals over 2 games that says a lot to what the Arrows' game plan was defense, and Jameson, you know, the linchpin of that defense, holding the Adnacs offense to 5 goals over the last 2 games. You know, the Coquitlam Adnacs supporters back home watching on webcast, we appreciate the support. Your team appreciates the support. These guys have held their own. You know what? They got beat by a little bit better team, but they were in this series, and the play of Del Bianco was, you know, it was stellar. So look for him in years to come as the teams get ready to shake hands, as family on the floor. There's our officiating crew right there, along with Brent Colombe and Andy Watson as well, joining us from BC. Thanks to all of our officials and referee-in-chief Brent McCauley for, you know, leading these guys through, you know, another classy Minto Cup that, you know, just the officiating didn't come into question at all during this series, and that's just hats off to the team. So as the teams finish shaking hands here.
Cole Schaefer. Sorry about that, Cole. And the player of the game for the Arrows tonight, Doug Jamieson.
So there we see Jamieson, I think, with 3 Player of the Game awards for the Arrows over the 6 games. I think Stephen and I both talking that he's definitely making his case for the Player of the Series. Here's an award that was presented by a family that was near and dear to the Arrows family. It's an award to commemorate the lost member of their family, and they've selected an MVP from both teams, and they selected Doug Jamieson and Christian Del Bianco. Well deserved for both players, you know, to win any sort of award. These guys look like they're going to be good friends for years to come, battling in the goalies, hopefully getting to the MSL, and we're going to take a look at the celebration. Again, players streaming off the bench by the Arrows. A long season starting likely back in February, March, back down to the floor.
It gives me great pleasure to present this award. Some of the lacrosse players in Junior A are getting much younger. Some of them may not remember this man, but in Junior A lacrosse, he holds a record that'll probably never be broken, and that's 7 consecutive Minto Cups. I was very pleased to play for Mr. Bishop. I'm even more pleased to announce this year's winner, in particular because this award is for not only skillful lacrosse, also dedication and, most important, leadership. This year's winner from the Six Nations Arrows, Brendan Bomberry.
So there is the MVP of the series, Brendan Bomberry, well deserved. You know, Doug Louis speaking about leadership for his team, not simply on the floor but off the floor as well. Bomberry definitely the leader of this team, leading his team to consecutive Minto Cups.
I'd like to turn the mic over
back
to
down to the
OLA
floor.
Junior A Commissioner Dean McLeod.
Thanks very much, Doug. And before I present the McConaughey ring for the MVP of the 2015 Minto Cup, I truly want to congratulate both teams. This was a defensive battle. In my estimation, 2 outstanding young goalkeepers that are, I guess, back for another 2 or 3 years each. And in the future, gentlemen, best of luck. The McConaughey ring is emblematic of the most valuable player in the annual competition for the Minto Cup. This year, we've got a first. Never has the Bishop and McConaughey gone to the same player. So, Brendan, come on up.
So my apologies there that this McConaughey Award is the MVP for the series that Jim Bishop was for leadership. Brendan Bomberry again winning the MVP for the series. So taking home a lot of hardware tonight.
On behalf of the Canadian Lacrosse Association, it gives me great pleasure to present the 2015 Minto Cup to the Six Nations Arrows.
So here we're going to see the Arrows It looks like the senior guys coming out first, the captains, the assistants, the graduating players. They're going to get the first hands on the Minto Cup, presented by CLA representative Doug Louis. And again, I echo Doug's sentiments that the Adnacs, you couldn't have asked for a better opponent in the Minto Cup. It could have gone either way. They were down in Game 3. They came back late to take that victory in Game 2, and just hats off to the Coquitlam Adnacs as they head to their dressing room. Congratulations to the Six Nations Arrows on a long, hard season. 11 teams in the OLA. They have to go through 10 to get here. They did so, and they met up with the best from the West. And they're back-to-back champions. We're going to see if Steven Stamp can get a hold of anybody from the Arrows for an interview. So I think as we're getting some photos down on the floor, we're still looking. You see Steven walking through the crowd here, looking to grab somebody if he can.
Sorry, we wanted to get somebody from Coquitlam to start, but a lot of respect to what they did, but they have headed off to the dressing room already. I'm here with the head coach of the Arrows, Patrick Merrill. Your first year with the club, it's not a bad way to start.
No, not at all. But, again, I'm very grateful, fortunate to be a part of this organization, and all the credit goes to the kids. So, yeah, not a bad start.
Nice group of coaches you've got with you, a lot of guys you're familiar with, and some of these kids you've gotten familiar with quickly, and just a lot of heart on this team. We talked a bit about how many guys this club lost from last year when they won, but you didn't really seem to skip a beat.
No, I mean, obviously as coaches we knew we had big shoes to fill with Marshall and Andy and Reggie moving on. So I let, any great team surrounds themselves with as much character as possible, right? And from our coaching staff to the guys that we picked up at the deadline, to the guys that weren't in the lineup tonight, to the young guys that played for us all year that we couldn't put on the Minto Cup roster. To a man, they're a great team, great group of talented players, but even more so, they have huge hearts and they know how to win and they've got lots of character.
So, you enjoy this for a bit and then start preparing for another one?
Yeah, I'm going to enjoy this one. That's for sure. That's all I'm thinking about right now.
We'll let you go and celebrate with the team. It's Patrick Merrill. I'm going to grab someone else. All right. So, you guys have done it back-to-back. We're talking, just look up right here. There's the camera, and it was, not an easy series for you, but you guys, again, as like last year, you just seemed to get stronger as it went.
It's the little things, I think. Our team, they came out, they played a fucking good series against us.
Rather you not swear.
Sorry. It's the little things, though, with this team. I mean, they came back. They had a couple good games against us, and we just came back even harder with more little things, and we just continued to dominate.
And you just had a lot of guys who were doing some very good things. Like you said, it was from top to bottom.
Oh, yeah, it was awesome. I mean, from Dougie out, Dougie played unreal, and then our D, our D and our Dougie, you can't ask for more there. And then our O just brought it tonight to finish it off.
Thanks very much. Congratulations. The captain's one of the first guys to get up there and grab the cup as part of the captain's group. And you've been here for a while. You defender of the year and stuff, but it was a team effort. Everyone doing it.
All the way. Our offense stepped up. When our defense was struggling, our offense picked us up. Dougie's amazing. Can't say enough. Our coaching staff, Scotty, goes all the way up in the organization. We've been doing it for years. And you know what? I can't thank this organization enough. It's a great organization.
Now, you're part of a defense that was fantastic in this series. I want to throw out a shout to Kellen LeClaire and Tyson Bomberry, who had the Chris Cloutier assignment all series. And really, even though Cloutier was about their leading scorer, did a great job on it.
Yeah, we told the guys, you know what, that was their job, and they did exactly what we asked. And they shut down one of the best players in the league, one of the best players in the country, and you know what? We couldn't have done it without him.
Offense came through when you needed it, and of course, Doug Jamieson, you guys get a lot of the credit for giving him shots he can see, but boy, even when he was challenged, he was spectacular.
Unreal. We asked the most from him. He surprised us every single game. He's amazing. We couldn't do it without him. Yeah.
MVP of the playoffs last year, and I was thinking he might be MVP of the series. Brendan Bomber gets it. I think you got a picture to get to. Thank you. We're going to let Leo Soros run over, and I don't know, do we want to hang on for a bit, or do we want to wrap it up, guys? One more? Okay. I'll try and grab another one. Once the pictures are taken, what a phenomenal performance by the Six Nations Arrows Club, going back-to-back and enjoying the fruits of their labor now. And, like they said, a lot of guys came in at the trade deadline, at the roster deadline on July 1st, but they integrated. It took a while. You could see it in the OLA playoffs. It was in the finals against the Peterborough Lakers that everything seemed to click for the Six Nations club. I'm going to try and fight my way through here so as they break up in the season, and it looked like it took you guys a while to get a feel for each other with so many new faces, but it just seemed to gel in the OLA finals, and then here you guys got stronger and stronger as you went.
Yeah, I definitely think that has to go with our system. We play a pretty free system and get to play off each other and learn from each other, and I think that was a big part, and I think I fit in well, and I couldn't be happier with coming to this team and having this opportunity.
Yeah, not a bad way to come to the East and have a go at playing. What a club. You were part on the other side of the equation last year. You know what it felt like for your teammates last year. You know how tough it is for them, but they gave you a good go, but this has got to feel pretty good.
Absolutely. Obviously I appreciate everything they did for me last year on the other side, but like I said, I couldn't be happier with coming here. I definitely made the right decision. Win or lose, I would have been more than happy with coming to this team. It was a great team, coaching staff, administration all the way through. Everything was great. I had a great experience out here.
And that's a serious playoff beard.
Yeah, I've been working pretty hard on it for a while, so I take pride in it for sure.
Congratulations. Thanks for your time, and we'll see. We might slide over to Austin Scotts here once he's done with his picture. Right up here. I'm just going to wrap up with you. You look pretty excited. We can see the joy at the end. Not an easy series, but you guys just seem to have a will to win.
Hey, we had to make history. We won last year and had to do it again in front of our hometown and community, and yeah.
You've got a while left with this club. You're only 17, right? So you got like 4 years left. What do you foresee down the next 4 years? Another 4 Mintos?
Another 4 Mintos. That's the goal every year.
Yeah. It's already hard to win 2 years in a row. It's going to be a challenge next year, but you have a lot of young players coming back. Again, you lose a bunch of guys, but you did that this year.
Yeah. As long as the young people who are coming up go into the system, buy in to the system, we will come out on top. Easy as that.
And offensively, you guys had a lot of moving pieces, a lot of guys working with each other. Josh Johnson lost for quite a while. He comes back and contributes. All kinds of guys who are in and out, and it seemed like you guys just all worked together.
Hey, that's what family is. We work together.
Right. Easy as that. Congratulations. Thanks for being with us. We're going to wrap it up after the 2-time Minto Cup champions, the Six Nations Arrows. Congratulations to them again. Congratulations on a hard-fought series with the Coquitlam Adnacs. Thank you for being with us here on JVI Sports Network's coverage of the Minto Cup. Make sure you're with us Monday night when we bring you Game 7 of Peterborough versus Six Nations for the MSL Championship. That'll do it. I'm Stephen Stamp for Wayne Paddock and the rest of the JVI Sports Network crew. Thanks for being with us.